News. President Buhari signed 16 constitution amendment bills. KOGI state government sealed Glo telecommunication facilities. Ukraine admits to kill President Putin and senior Russian figures. 6 clubs confirm qualifiers for Champions League, Europa League. This is the MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the Confluence State of Nigeria. I am Jane Balagbubo. Good day and thanks for joining us. President Buhari signed 16 constitution amendment bills. The state houses of assembly and judiciaries now have constitutionally guaranteed financial independence, while railways have moved from exclusive legislative list to the concurrent list. Prisons, now known as correctional services, has also now moved from the exclusive legislative list to the concurrent list, meaning that states now have the power to establish correctional and custodial facilities, and state assemblies have the power to legislate on such. One of the new amendments to the Constitution mandates the President and governors to submit the names of persons nominated as ministers or commissioners within 60 days of taking the oath of office for confirmation by the Senate or State House of Assembly, in which some constitution amendment has been done in various states. CA bills originally passed by NAS included one for financial autonomy for local governments, replacing the controversial state joint local government account, a new local government council allocation account, to be credited directly. Not enough state assemblies concurred, sadly. With railways moving from exclusive to concurrent, it means rail no longer exclusive preserve of federal government NAS. States will now be able to make laws regulating establishment and operation of rail services within their territory. Interstate rail will remain federal government of Nigeria responsibility. President Muhammadu Buhari has described the 9th National Assembly as the most productive, saying the achievements of his government were due to what he described as the harmonious relationship between the executive and the legislature. Speaking in Abuja while commissioning the permanent site of the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies (NILDS), an agency of the National Assembly, Buhari said he has traversed all parts of Nigeria in the last few days, commissioning several critical infrastructure that his administration has completed over the last 8 years. He also said successes as a government are primarily due to the harmonious relationship between the executive and the legislature. In his remarks, the president of the Senate, Senator Ahmad Lawan, described Buhari as the most parliament-friendly president since the beginning of the Fourth Republic, said that Buhari has identified himself as one president who cared and catered for the National Assembly, and expressed gratitude to him for the approval that he gave for the renovation of the National Assembly complex. Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, will lead the Commonwealth Observer Group, COG, observing the general election in Sierra Leone on June 24. This was made known by the Secretary General of the Commonwealth, Patricia Scotland, who said Osinbajo has accepted to be the chairman of the group. She further explained that, as the chairman of the Commonwealth Observer Group, Osinbajo would lead a team of experts in observing the general election in Sierra Leone and would be joined by dignitaries from various fields, including legal, media, gender, and election administration professionals. The group has the mandate to consider whether conditions exist for credible, transparent, inclusive, and fair elections, and whether the media is impartial in its reportage of the electioneering process. The Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, on Thursday flagged off the 49-kilometer dilapidated Akure-Ado-Ekiti road, saying the new road, which will be dualized, will cost 90 billion naira. The minister, while speaking during the event, said the approval of the contracts for the construction of the road is in line with the present administration's commitment to addressing infrastructural deficits in the country. The minister assured that the construction of the Akure-Ado-Ekiti, which linked the two states, will stimulate economic growth, commerce, and the ease of doing business between the two states and other neighboring states. According to the minister, the Buhari's administration decided to give attention to the road because the road has outlived its service lifespan, which is responsible for the several failed sections, multiple cracks and washouts at different sections of the road. The minister said the Akure Ado-Ekiti road would be adequately catered for from the second phase of the NNPC tax credit scheme, which is meant for funding of critical infrastructure development in the country. Fashola, however, said the road construction contract is expected to be completed within 24 months, calling on the two contractors, Sam Chase Construction and Kopek Construction Company, to resume to site immediately, warning against poor output. The Ekiti State Governor Biodun Oyebanji, represented by the State Head of Service Dele Agbede, described the flag-off as an historic moment for the people of the two states. KOGI State Utility Infrastructure Management and Compliance Agency has sealed indefinitely the facilities of Glo Telecommunication Company in the state for lack of compliance to the existing law of the agency. The telecommunication facilities in Lokoja, the Director General of the agency, Prince Abdulkadir Suleiman, said the agency in the last 4 years had been writing Glo to avail the agency with information that shows that the company has permits for its facilities in the state. He also noted that the agency was also established to provide safe business environment for the operators of businesses in the state. Abdulkadir explained further that in 2019, the agency wrote to Glo and they went further to painstakingly go to the field to audit the company's facilities, and they discovered that Glo had over 250 masts erected across the 21 local government areas of the state without requisite permits. He said where the masts are located are not safe for the people, which of course has defeated the mandate of KOGI State Utility Infrastructure Management and Compliance Agency. He urged the management of Glo Telecommunication to adhere with the agency's law and obtain the permits if they are willing to operate in KOGI State, maintaining that the sealing of the facilities has nothing to do with taxation. The Commander 12th Brigade, Brigadier General Isang Akwamotia, has paid courtesy visit to two KOGI paramount rulers, the Ohinoi of Ibera Land, His Royal Majesty Dr. Ado Ibrahim, and Obaro of Kaba, His Royal Majesty Oba Solomon Oladile Owoniyi, at their palaces in Okene and Kaba, respectively. In his separate remarks at the two palaces, General Akwamotia said the familiarization tour was an opportunity to discuss critical issues with stakeholders, institutions, especially traditional rulers within KOGI states. According to the General Akwamotia, he said security is a collective responsibility and therefore assured the good people of KOGI state of his resolve to ensure peace is maintained in KOGI at all times. The dual paramount ruler, the Ohinoi of Ibera Land and Obaru of Kaba, appreciated the presence of the Nigerian army in their land, saying that it had drastically reduced the terrorism and there have been peace as spate of kidnapping had reduced drastically. The Federal Polytechnic IDA has appointed Dr. Olusegun Adepoju Oniide as the registrar of the institution. A statement by the Public Relations Officer of the Polytechnic, SS Omale, said the appointment was approved by the Governing Council of the institution following its meeting on the 19th of May 2023. Also appointed are Abubakar Danladi Onoja as acting bossa with effect from the 19th of June 2023, while Engineer Dominic Okpaluwa is the new Director, Physical Planning with effect from the date he assumes duty. Ukwenya Enebi Christian has also been appointed as Acting Director, Directorate of Procurement in the Polytechnic with effect from the 1st of June 2023. We go on a short break. We'll be right back.
The time is suggested in the motion.
From 31st January to June 31st, 2023, say aye. Those against say nay, the ayes have it.
Do you know what it takes to lead? Do you understand what is politics? Do you have issues concerning the way we play politics? Do you have reservations about some political mugu? Do you want to serve or be served? Do you want to contest? Do you want to occupy any political office or be in charge of your world? All this and many more are what we discuss right here in the political arena. A program where we trash and arrange, condemn and commend, celebrate and blame all that play out in politics. Do not be told. Join me, Warner Balagobo, every Saturday by 7 p.m. to throw more light on why we play politics the way we do and how we can play it better. Political Arena, building a government of the people and for the people. Don't miss it.
Welcome back. And on politics, as the 2023 governorship election in Kogi State draw closer, traditional rulers from the Central Senatorial District have visited the Obaru of Kaba, His Royal Majesty Oba Solomon Dele Owoniyi. Led by the Ohi of Okenweyi, His Royal Highness Ahmed Tijani Mohammed Anaje, who doubles as the Vice Chairman, Ebira Area Traditional Council, the visit is to strengthen the bond of unity existing in the states. The Obaru of Kaba, who received the traditional rulers, described the visit as the first of its kind in the history of the state, calling on the people of the state to remain united. Our reporter, Joshua Adinoy, has the detail.
The traditional rulers, Ohi of Adave, Eganyi, Eyika, Ihima, Okenwe and Okene, embarked on the visit to the palace of the Obaru of Kaba, where they discussed memories of the past and the need to sustain the cordial relationship existing between them. The Obaru of Kaba, His Royal Majesty Oba Solomon Dele Owoniyi, appreciated the traditional rulers for the visit and enjoined the people of the state to perform their franchise in the coming governorship election in Kogi State.
Now that we are having our own off-season election in November, our appeal to our people all over the state is that the coming election should be held under a very conducive atmosphere, praying God Almighty to protect and guide all of us, so that at the end of the day, we have reason to thank God. We will appeal to every citizen of Kogi State to vote peacefully for the candidate of their choice. Peace must be maintained. There will be no crisis.
The Ohi of Okenwehi and Vice Chairman, Ebira Area Traditional Council, His Royal Highness Ahmed Tijani Mohammed Anaje, said, where there is unity, development is made easy, calling for the sustenance of the unity among the people of Kogi State.
Reaching here, we really appreciate the way we honor and receive all the Ohis from Ibira land. Kogi states generally, either from the east, west, and central. All we expected from people to do is during the coming election is for everyone to conduct himself whenever the time comes, go there, cast your vote peacefully, and go home.
The traditional rulers called on the people of the state to conduct themselves peacefully in the coming elections, adding that the peace of the state is sacrosanct. From the palace of the Obaru of Kaba in Kogi Western Senatorial District, I am Joshua Adinoy, reporting for MLC TV.
The former Chief of Naval Staff, Admiral Usman Jibril, has picked the governorship ticket of the Accord Party as the party candidate in the forthcoming Kogi governorship election. Admiral Jibril, former member of the All Progressive Congress APC and also APC governorship aspirant in 2019, was handed the ticket as a consensus candidate by the delegates on Tuesday after the party's primary, which took place at Kafa's Multipurpose Hall in Lokoja. And on foreign, Wagner Machinery Chief Yevgeny Prigozhin is also on the hit list alongside senior Russian military commanders including General Sergei Armageddon Surovikin, the second most powerful commander in Ukraine's military intelligence service, Vadim Skibitsky, said. But Skibitsky told Die Welt that it's difficult to assassinate Putin because the Russian despot stays holed up, although he is now beginning to stick his head out. But when he does appear publicly, the Ukrainian spy agency is not sure whether it's really him, Skibitsky said in reference to Putin's alleged use of body doubles even at prominent events. General Sergei Armageddon Surovikin was also named as being on the kill list. "We are at war and these are our enemies," Skibisky said. "If an important figure produces and finances weapons for them, then its elimination would save the lives of many civilians. And then he gets wiped out. According to international conventions, it is then a legitimate target." Russia has already accused Ukraine of seeking to assassinate Putin with a strike on the Kremlin on 3rd May. And on sports, let's now join Jonah Malik for the sport update.
Hello and welcome to Sport Update on MLC TV News. The top 6 positions in the Premier League have been confirmed. Manchester City emerged champions for a 3rd consecutive season following Arsenal's 1-0 defeat at Nottingham Forest. The Gunners will finish in 2nd place behind Manchester City despite leading the table for 248 days. Manchester United moved into 3rd place after a 4-1 victory over Chelsea on Thursday. The Red Devils now have 72 points, one more than 4th place Newcastle United. All 4 clubs will play in the UEFA Champions League next season. And that's all on Sports Update. I am Jonah Malik reporting. Back to our caster for more stories.
Thank you, Jonah. And over to Joy Dada to take us through the latest on our entertainment world.
Welcome to our entertainment world. I am Joy Dada. In Africa, many top Nigerian music stars and celebrities stormed the inauguration concert of Nigeria's president-elect, Bola Tinubu, and thrilled the crowd with their performance. The event comes shortly after Tinubu and Shettima were conferred with Grand Commander of the Federal Republic and Grand Commander of the Order of Nigeria honors, respectively, in Abuja. Asake, Wandeko, Timaya, Pasuma, among others, lighted the stage with their performances in the presence of many Nigerians and All Progressives Congress supporters who stormed the event, including Tinubu and Shettima. Celebrities at the event include Eniola Badmus, Sheyi Law, Omar Sharif, Naira Marley, Fireboy, Nice, among others. See in Africa, an American online video sharing and social media platform YouTube has honored Nollywood and African storytelling on the 2023 Africa Day. The event celebrated the enchanting world of Nollywood and marked the significant contributions of African storytelling. Nollywood stars, creators, and members of the creative community gathered together at a YouTube event titled Celebration of Nollywood on African Day. This event also marked the significant contributions of African storytelling through cinema, paying tribute to the creators who brought the narratives to life with 150 celebrities, among others, in attendance. Thanks for joining me. I am Joy Dada reporting for MLC TV.
Thank you, Joy, for the entertainment update. And that is the size of our package today. If you like what we do, you can support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Malachi TV, like and follow our Facebook pages, MLC TV and MLC TV2, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, and Twitter at MLC TV1. For your events, coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comments, advert placements, or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join Malachi TV online on weekends to watch our various programs. Saturdays, 7 p.m. Political Arena, Sundays, 6 p.m. Women's World, and Mondays, 9 a.m. The Opinion. It is Malachi TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please be your brother's keepers to build a happier and a better society together. I am Jane Gia Balagbubo. Good day and thanks for watching. See you next week.